back to the road to WAC Vegas. I'm Kendra Sheehan, now joined by WAC Commissioner Brian Thornton. Brian, it's been a crazy week. We've both had little sleep, but you've been a very busy man, and we just came off of WAC Vegas where we had so much excitement. We were the top story on SportsCenter 2 mornings after. And, from your perspective, what did you think of the tournament, year 2 of the resume seeding system, and getting 2 teams into the tournament?
It was an exciting tournament, and that's all we can ask for. Both on the men's and women's side, we had some really, really compelling matchups and some really great games. And as you said, we had some excitement down the stretch in a lot of our games. We had overtimes, we had buzzer beaters, and that's what you want in March. And so I'm really excited and proud of what we accomplished this year, and I look forward to future years of WAC Vegas.
You also are on the NIT committee, so you got a chance to fly out to Indy. What was that experience like? Walk me through what the process was like, and is it something that you expected?
It certainly was a crazy week, as you said. After the first 2 days of WAC Vegas, I took a red-eye flight to Indianapolis to start the NIT selection process, which was unique. This is the first year of a little bit of a change to the way that the NIT selections were made. We had AQ spots for the top 6 leagues in the NCAA. And so that process was unique. We were waiting from the NIT standpoint to see which teams were going to make it into the big dance, which teams were going to play in the NIT. There was a few teams that decided to opt out of the NIT, but I'm really proud of what we came up with. And I think that what you'll see with the NIT this year is one of the strongest fields that the NIT has had in a very, very long time.
And next year, you'll work with the NCAA committee and be a part of that. What is kind of the differences between the NIT and the NCAA committee, and what are you looking forward to next year for that one?
I'm super excited about being a part of the NCAA men's committee next year. It's certainly an honor to be a part of that, as we've talked about before. And it will be a little bit different. You're not waiting to see what teams will be a part of another tournament. You are the tournament. And so that part will be a little bit different, but it's a lot of the same processes. The way that you vet teams, the way that you scrub teams, all of the team sheets are the same. The way that you vote is very similar. And so I think that being a part of the NIT committee certainly set me up for success moving over to the men's committee for next year.
When you talk about the NCAA committee and the selection process and the NIT committee, we're year 2 of the WAC resume seeding system, which encompasses an entire body of work for the season, not just conference play. And that's something that the NCAA committee does. So do you feel like with the resume seeding system and the way the NCAA selection committee works, that the reason the WAC is continuing to rise is kind of the comparison between the two and how the NCAA selection committee makes their decisions?
I do think the resume seeding system has continued to work. We get great feedback from the men's committee and the women's committee about how the numbers kind of play out. And it is different, as we've talked about many times, but what it does is it highlights the entire season, body of work from the entire season, and it also highlights the quality of each win. One thing that, when we're in the room, we're talking about, quad 1, quad 2, quad 3, quad 4. But what the seeding system does is it takes it to another level. It puts a numeric value on each win. A win against UConn is different than a win against a team that's, maybe 50th in the net. And that value should play out in that way. And that's what the seeding system does. So I'm excited to utilize the seeding system myself when I'm on the selection committee to help make some decisions.
Certainly, will be a lot of fun. And we have our matchups for our teams that did get that automatic bid. So Grand Canyon drew up St. Mary's, the 12 seed, taking on the 5 seed. You'll be in Spokane for that one. What are you looking forward to for a great matchup and a chance for the Lopes to win a game in the NCAA tournament?
Absolutely. St. Mary's is a great program. They've been very good for a number of years. And, GCU seems to kind of be that upstart. They're that program that continues to build, continues to grow. And this could be a year and an opportunity where they can take that next step and win a game in the NCAA tournament. That's what we talk about from a WAC standpoint is, can we advance in tournaments? Whether it's, men's basketball, women's basketball, or other sports, our goal is always to put our teams in the best position to be good in the NCAA championship, and Grand Canyon seems to be ready for that opportunity this year.
Looking forward to seeing the Lopes in action. And California Baptist on the women's side earned their first berth to the NCAA tournament. They take on number 2 UCLA. What are you looking forward to in that matchup? It's a tough one for the Lancers, but they've always risen to the occasion.
It is a tough one, but also, you know, I'm really excited for the Lancers this year. CBU has an opportunity to play in the NCAA tournament in California, so they should have great fan support there in Los Angeles. But also, they're a program that had won the WAC championship a few years ago, but they were ineligible due to transition. So it's kind of come full circle for them because now they have an opportunity to actually play in the NCAA tournament, not too far away from home. And I hope that, and I know that they'll have great fan support and they'll be ready for that game.
Looking forward to that one as well. Well, Commissioner Thornton, thank you so much for joining us. And when we come back, it's our WAC Top Play Contest. Stay with us.